Hi everyone, it's Melody Lane here, and today I'm going to do a little tutorial on the 3D box letters. Here it is. Let's go to... Here is the website. It's 3Dcuts.com. They have really cool stuff here. It's really new, and they just added numbers. And look, isn't that cool for graduation? Instead of making a banner, you could just make these numbers and put a little graduation hat. You can decorate these any way you want, use any colors you want. These are all 5x5 boxes, and you could put your family name. There's so many things you can do. There's also arrow. You can download a free download so you can try it. You can buy just a box. The shadow boxes are 99 cents each. Or you can buy the entire alphabet for only $10.99. Isn't that awesome? That is such a good price for all these cuts and all the work that they did for that. Okay. And here's a free design. Isn't that cool? Totally free. You can download the letter O for free. So if you wanted to make something that said Mom, you could download the O and pay 99 cents for the M. And you got the whole word. But I really recommend getting all the letters because there's so much you can do. Now let's go back to the reason we're here. I'm going to show you how to download these into the design space, the Cricut design space. If you have the Cricut Explorer, you can do this. So I'm going to click over here onto my design space. I have already downloaded the entire alphabet for these. So we're going to go to Upload Image, and we're going to go to Vector Upload. I'm going to browse, and I just did this letter D, so I'm going to go back. I have these on my desktop, the whole alphabet here, and today I want to do the letter S. And I'm not going to worry about all of these files except for the SVG. So I'm going to double click on that. And first what I'm going to do is I'm going to download the universal layer. These universal layers are the same for every single layer. So I'm going to show you how to do that and then save it in Design Space. And then I'm going to go back and save another file as the S. So this way, I don't have to download the universal layer every time I want to download a letter. So let's do that first. I'm going to do universal layer 1, and that comes with a hanger. That's optional. And I'm going to click Save Image. And we're going to do it again for all three of these layers. Now it says the uploaded SVG contained the following text something. I don't remember what it says, but I just ignored it. It goes away. I'm not sure why it even comes up. And save image. Okay, now we have all of these. I've already actually downloaded them, but I wanted to show you how to do it. So let's go ahead and turn all the little check marks green. And to make sure you have them all, they're set right down here at the bottom, and we'll show you what you have. Now let's insert image. Now these all come up like this. You can color these so you can see all the lines. That's what I like to do first. Let's make it purple. See, now you can see the lines better. And this is layer 1. We'll make that a light purple. We've got to click on all these squares. Make them all the same color. Whoops, I didn't make them all the same color, did I? Make them all the same color. Okay, that's right. Okay, I don't want to do the hanger, but just in case I do want to do the hanger sometime, we're going to go ahead and size this. These are not the correct size. Okay, now I have the sizes And I put them in a file in my Patreon page. So you cannot come to this page unless you're one of my Patreons. So here it is. I will copy and paste this into the video. If you want to pause the video now so you can write these down. And hopefully I'll remember to put them in the description below. Okay? If you need the sizes, look in the description. If you don't see them there, message me. Okay, this one, the height is not include this. So we're only going to put the width in. We got to get the edit page to come up. And the width, I forgot already, is 6.4505. So we're going to type in 6.4505. Enter. Okay, so now this is the correct size. We need to attach this. Let's get this out of the way. So I'm going to select this. I'm going to click attach. And it turned it all black again. Let's go back to the purple. Okay. Now, we don't want all these pieces to cut out. See how they would cut out? So we need to change that. So this line right here is this here. I just changed it into a score line and it changed it to a dotted line. And this needs to be changed into a score line. So what you want to see is you want to see this be a score, the cut in the middle cut out. And then you also want to score one side of each corner. So I'm going to change each one of these. See, this one just changed to a score line. And then we're going to do the next 3. So we have 4 in a row as score lines. And you should have one score line per corner and then one line cut out. And this will cut out. And that will score there. And everything else will cut out. Okay, so we're done with this one. Now let's click on this one. Oh, let's send this. We'll just move it over here. Okay, this is Universal Layer 5. 6.3563. Enter. Actually, I'm going to change this color to white. Just because this is the background. And you can cut this out in white, or you can actually do any color you want, but okay, we're going to do the first 4 lines in layer 5. We're going to turn into score lines. Okay, so you'll see a score line at each corner. Only one score line, not 2. And then each of these long lines here will be a score line. We don't want to cut this out. This layer 5 will be a solid piece. It's not going to have a hole cut out. This is for the very bottom of the frame. Okay, and these things here are going to cut just a tiny corner there. And that's it for layer 5. And there's one more. Now this paper, this is for pattern paper or white paper. Whatever you want as the background. This will go right inside this layer here. So let's change this to 4.7708. See, and that will kind of fit right inside there. And then you'll be placing your letter over top of that. Okay, so that's how you put in the universal frame. So we're going to save this. Universal frame 3D letter. So I know what I'm talking about when I say universal frame. You can save it as anything you want. Okay, now let me show you something else you can do. This is what I plan on doing. Let's insert some text. I'm going to put my mom's name. We're going to change that. Let's do has a writing style. Okay. I'm going to make this a little smaller. Her name is Suzette, and I'm going to put it right there. Let's zoom in. I want a different color. Let's just do black for now so we can see that. So I'm going to put that right here on her thing, and then we'll have an S inside. Okay, so I have everything set how I want it. I have everything set how I want it. But there's one thing I didn't do. We have to attach it all. This one must be attached. So let's attach this. I'm going to hold down my Shift key and grab this, and we'll attach. Okay, so that one's attached. This one is not attached. So we're going to click this, and that's level 5. So all of these are highlighted in blue, so you know we're taking all those, and we're going to click attach. And it changes it to black, but you can change it to white if you like, so you can see the cut lines just by changing this here. There. And then this is just one square. You don't even have to cut this on the Explorer. You can cut it this size, like 4.8, just on a paper cutter if you like. Okay, so I'm going to save this, and now I'm going to open up a new one because I'm going to keep this as my, I can always detach this Suzette here when I want to change it to something else. So we're going to go to a new file. Okay, now we're going to go to upload image and vector file. And now we're going to go for the letter S. And this is the letter S shadow box. So I download these at the bottom. Not these. I'm not sure why, but these were not working. I don't know if these are different files. But so I'm just going to go to the second half of the files, double click on layer 2, save. Do it again, layer 3, save. Again, layer 4, save. See how easy that was? So now we want to upload the S's. You highlight those in green. You check that these are all down here and insert image. And this is normal for them to all come in black. Okay, let's go to layer 2. And let's go ahead and attach everything. Let's change it to white. If you change the color before you attach, you have to do each color. But if you do it after you attach, it all changes together, so it's much easier. Okay, this is layer 2. So let's click the edit. Now when you do these measurements, always make sure this is locked. Don't unlock it. when you have it locked, it will keep the height and width how they should be. Okay, now some of these need to be score lines. So these cuts here are actually the pieces in here, and those all need to be cut out. So all that is going to be cut. See how these are connected here? Those are not going to be cut. So let's go down to here. Let's change this line to a score line. And what it did is it changed this line right here. So we're going to do the next 3 lines, and at least one line in the corner should be a score line. So we have 4 score lines in a row, and you'll see there is one at each corner. Okay. Then we skip the next 4 score lines. And then go to this bottom one that's like a square, and we're going to score that. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. That's the outside. We need this one, the one right above the 2, should be a score line, and that is the box around here. So when you're done, you should have this box around here is a score, and one line in each corner. It really doesn't matter which line it is. Just one line in each corner should be a score line. And that is good for level 2, for layer 2. Okay, now let's see. This one is level 4. You can tell by this is the one I have here. We're going to attach it first. Okay, changed it all ready for us. We didn't even have to do it. These are cut lines. Let's see what this one is. Let's make it a score line. And that's right. The inside circle is a score line. Let's size this properly. This is layer 4. So the width is 5.1632. Enter. Okay, now we got to change these score lines, these one line at each corner, to a score line. So that the next 4 lines in a row. Okay, now you want to double check and make sure you have one score line and one cut line at each corner. Now, let's check out what this one is. Okay, this is layer 3. Let's go ahead and attach. Okay, now let's change one of these to white so we can see what's inside. Okay, this is layer 3, 5.4915. There we go. That's what we should change that to. Now we need to get some score lines in here. It's all going to cut. Okay, let's change this to score, and that's the inside square. Then let's do the next 4 lines in a row. See, it changed that one to a score, and these should all change one side to a score line. And double check. Yes, and that's right. And these should all cut out. So that's all we have to do for that one. And we got the S. Yay, we're done. That didn't take very long at all. Okay, but now we have to save. Don't forget to save. So now I never have to upload the letter S and size it again. It is done for me. Let's hit go just to make sure everything is done properly. Wow, it all fits on one thing. So I could use 12 by 12 white paper and have it all cut out of one paper. But if I wanted to use 8.5 by 11, what I would have to do is, because I have a lot of 8.5 by 11 white cardstock, and I kind of want to use that. So what I'll do is I will change one of these to another color. Doesn't matter what color. Can be anything. Put them all each a different color. So in that way we can use white on every single layer. We don't have to do them in the colors that are here, but this way they'll put them all on a different mat, so we can use the cheaper paper instead of going through my 12 by 12 paper. Okay? All right, thanks guys. I will do another video showing you how to put these together, and I'll put a link to it at the end of this one. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you. See you in the next video. I just want to throw out some shout outs to 3Dcuts for making such great cuts for these, and for some of my Patreons, Misty Kelly, Kelly Boobles, Sherry Gibb, Tanya Cricket. Thank you for supporting me on Patreon.